You're not lost, you're just unfocused. When your attention is scattered, everything feels unclear. You don't need a new path, you need direction. Cut the noise, reduce the options, decide what matters, and remove everything that doesn't. Focus is not intensity. Focus is elimination. The moment you commit your attention, clarity follows. You were never behind. You were just distracted. You don't fix distraction with motivation. You fix it with standards. What you tolerate becomes your routine. What you repeat becomes your identity. Discipline is quiet, but its results are loud. Every day you choose where your focus goes, and every day that choice shapes your future. Stop searching for clarity. Create it. Stand still long enough to decide. Then move without hesitation. Because focus doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you become. And who you become decides the standards you live by. Those standards shape your habits. Those habits shape your results. Not overnight, not loudly, but consistently. Focus isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things, every day without negotiation. That's how direction is built. That's how momentum starts. Not by finding yourself, but by choosing yourself again and again. Choosing yourself requires discipline, and discipline requires distance. Distance from noise, distance from excuses, distance from the version of you that feels busy but goes nowhere. Focus demands sacrifice, but it gives you something greater in return: control. Control over your time, control over your energy, control over the direction of your life. Most people don't lack potential, they lack precision. And precision is born from focus. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop chasing clarity, decide, commit, and let your actions speak, long before your words ever do. When you stop explaining, your presence gets louder. You don't need to announce your growth. Results do that for you. Focus removes doubt. Discipline removes delay. And consistency. Consistency removes competition. Because when your standards are clear, distractions don't stand a chance. You move with intention. You act without hesitation, not chasing attention, not proving anything, just building, quietly, relentlessly, inevitably. Because focus isn't a mood, it's a decision. A decision you make before motivation shows up. A decision to show up when no one is watching. That's how trust is built. That's how self-respect is earned. Not through talk, not through promises, but through action. Repeated, disciplined, undeniable. And in time, the world adjusts. Because you did. And once the world adjusts, you don't slow down. You refine. You narrow further. You protect your focus like it matters, because now you know it does. You stop reacting. You start leading yourself. No rush, no noise, no need for validation. Just clear priorities and controlled execution. This is where most people fall off. Not because it's hard, but because it's quiet. And quiet work doesn't reward impatience. It rewards those who stay focused long after excitement fades. That's the difference. That's the separation. Not talent, not luck. Attention. Sustained, directed, uncompromised. And when attention is uncompromised, identity stabilizes. You know what you say yes to. You know what you walk away from. There's no confusion, no negotiation, just alignment between thought, decision, and action. This is what focus creates. Not pressure, not chaos, but certainty. Certainty in your standards, certainty in your direction, certainty in yourself. And from that certainty, everything else becomes optional. Noise fades, opinions lose weight. What remains is progress, earned, intentional, irreversible. And once focus is in place, life stops feeling random. Your days begin to connect. Your actions start to make sense. You're no longer reacting to what's loud or urgent. You're responding to what actually matters. Decisions become simpler, not because life gets easier, but because your standards get clearer. You stop chasing momentum and start creating it, one choice at a time, one disciplined action stacked on the next. There's no rush, no need to prove anything. You trust the process because you're finally aligned with it. Distractions still exist, but they no longer control you. You see them for what they are: temporary, hollow, and expensive. Expensive in time, expensive in energy, expensive in the future they quietly steal. So you protect your attention. You guard it like currency, because every moment you focus is a vote for the person you're becoming. And over time, those votes compound. This is how clarity is built. This is how confidence forms. Not through motivation, but through consistency. Not through noise, but through direction. And eventually, without announcing it, without forcing it, you arrive. Not somewhere new, but somewhere earned. Grounded, certain, unshakable. Because you were never lost. You were only unfocused. And from that place of certainty, you don't look for permission anymore. You move when it's time, and you wait when it's not. There's patience in your pace now, control in your choices. You understand that progress doesn't need to be loud to be real. You no longer confuse motion with movement, busy with meaningful, comfort with growth. You've learned that what feels productive isn't always what builds momentum. So you choose depth over speed, precision over volume. Days begin to stack, small wins compound, and slowly, almost invisibly, the gap appears between those who drift and those who decide. You're no longer competing, you're separating. This is what focus gives you. Not answers to everything, but clarity on the next right move. And that's enough, because direction, once established, creates its own confidence. You don't chase the future anymore. You build toward it, deliberately, relentlessly, on your own terms. And that's when life stops feeling uncertain. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You start to recognize yourself in your actions, in the way you show up, in the way you follow through. There's a quiet confidence there, earned, not assumed. You're no longer asking if you're capable. You already know. Doubt still visits, but it doesn't stay. Uncertainty still appears, but it doesn't lead. Because now, your focus anchors you. It brings you back to what you chose and why you chose it in the first place. You understand that mastery isn't dramatic. It's repetitive. It's unglamorous. It's showing up when the outcome isn't visible yet and doing the work anyway. That's where real momentum lives. So you keep going, not fueled by emotion, not driven by urgency, but guided by intention. One aligned step after another. Calm, measured, unshakable. And over time, without forcing the result, you realize something has shifted. Life no longer feels scattered. Your mind is quieter. Your direction is firm. You're not searching anymore. You're building. And that's the moment focus turns into identity, and identity turns into destiny. And once destiny is no longer a question, pressure fades. You're not rushing toward outcomes, you're walking in alignment. Every step reinforces who you are, not who you're trying to become. There's restraint in your choices now. You don't overcommit. You don't overreact. You understand that power isn't in doing everything. It's in doing what counts consistently. Time stops feeling like an enemy. It becomes an ally, because you're no longer wasting it on distractions that don't move you forward. Every hour has intention. Every effort has direction. You begin to live from principle, not impulse, from clarity, not comparison. And with that shift, peace replaces urgency. Confidence replaces doubt. This is the quiet advantage of focus. It simplifies life without making it small. It sharpens ambition without creating chaos. And in that simplicity, in that discipline, you don't just move forward, you become inevitable. Inevitable doesn't mean rushed. It means grounded. It means you no longer measure progress by how fast things happen, but by how consistently you show up. You trust time now because you're finally using it with intention. There's no anxiety in your movement, no fear of missing out, because you know exactly what you're building and why. You wake up clear. You move with purpose. You end the day without regret. Not every day is perfect, but every day is aligned. An alignment changes everything. It removes friction. It removes doubt. It removes the need to explain yourself. So you keep your head down, your standards high, your focus protected, not waiting for the world to notice, not needing validation, just becoming steadily, quietly, completely. Because this was never about finding direction. It was about committing to one. And once you do, everything else falls into place. From that commitment, life simplifies itself. You don't force clarity anymore. It stays. You don't chase discipline. It's built into how you live. The choices you make no longer drain you. They strengthen you. You understand now that focus isn't something you find on good days. It's something you return to on hard ones. And every time you return, you reinforce who you are. There's no identity crisis here. No second guessing. No constant restart. Just forward motion, measured, deliberate, and honest. You've learned that direction doesn't come from thinking more. It comes from deciding once, then honoring that decision daily, quietly, consistently, without compromise. And that's why nothing feels urgent anymore. Because what's important is already chosen. You're not chasing balance. You're living in alignment, not scattered, not searching, focused, directed, present. And that's where real progress lives. Present doesn't mean passive. It means intentional. You see the work in front of you and you do it. Without resistance, without delay. There's no need to rush the outcome. No need to fear the silence between efforts. Because in that silence, you're not stuck. You're solidifying, becoming precise, becoming reliable, becoming someone who finishes. This is what focus leaves behind. Not noise, not urgency, but weight. Weight in your actions, weight in your words, weight in your presence. And when you carry that weight, you don't need to be loud, you're already felt. And being felt doesn't come from force. It comes from consistency, from showing up the same way on ordinary days as you do when it matters most. There's nothing left to prove here, only work to honor. So you stay steady, you stay clear, you stay focused, even when no one is watching.